Hi, Stephen and Debbie from Portugal Dreams. This week's video we're going to do a little bit on a couple of questions what people have asked.
Well, it's a bit more than a couple.
And obviously we'll carry on showing you a few bits and bobs we've done in the kitchen and what we've been up to this week. So we'll start with a couple of questions.
So the first one I've got here is, I hope to see more of what you do with the house and outbuildings. Make sure you can find help, maybe ask around and make connections. There are more and more expats in Portugal and maybe some in your area who can advise you.
So yeah, obviously you're going to see more of what we do. We're going to video as much as possible. We have lost a few bits of video on the way doing some of these bits, but yeah, we'll show you as much as possible.
We would like to connect with people in the local area. We're in the Fundão Castelo Branco area. We don't intend to live like English people as such when we eventually move out there. And we would like to integrate into the Portuguese, with the Portuguese people. But yeah, we would like to make contact with other English people, just to sort of, so we can all help one another in, you know, sort of learning about where the local builders are and able to sort of speak to them and tell them what it is that we need.
Yeah, and obviously, you know, if we can lend somebody else a bit of help, we'll do our best to do that.
Absolutely, yeah.
But as Debbie says, you know, a bit of integration with the local community as well.
That's part of why you go to Portugal, isn't it, really?
Yeah. We aren't going there to be English, we're going there to integrate. And we also would like to help the local economy as well by employing local builders and such as and when we need them. So that's part of the plan. Hopefully it'll go that way.
Another question or comment we had was, you've certainly got your work out. What you're going to do when the weather's 40 degrees, you're going to struggle with the heat.
Yep, definitely, I'll agree with that one.
We are.
We
like the sunshine, but 40 degrees might be a little bit much.
Yeah, so our plans on that, obviously, will be the same as quite a lot of other people's plans. We will have some aircon, we will have a plunge pool, hotter hours will go to the lakes,
do a bit less
river
work.
beaches, do no work, never mind less work. And then like early mornings, I mean, I get up reasonably early anyway, so we'll get up, do an hour or so.
Well, the dogs get you up, don't they?
Yeah, do an hour or so, probably do an hour or two on a night, depending on what jobs we've got on and how much we need to do. Hopefully not too much in that temperature, but yeah, you know, that's our plans.
I doubt we'll go to Mariteca in that weather. I think we'll probably end up sat in the aircon or sat in a plunge pool.
Yeah, well, that's a possibility as well. Especially since Van don't have aircon either.
Oh, no.
So, yeah, that's our plans for that.
And another comment we had was, somebody actually managed to get the recipe out of the drawer when Steve was clearing out the furniture from the house, and he lifted the photograph of the lady. There was a recipe apparently in Portuguese under there for a cake. And somebody actually managed to still the film and translate it. And they said they was making the cake and they'd let us know. Well, Pedro, you've not let us know yet how the cake's gone. And could you also let us know in English what the recipe is so that we too can try the cake? There was one or two other people as well who commented on the cake recipe. Somebody called it the dark cake. So if anybody's got any more info on that, we'd be interested to learn more about the dark cake.
Yeah, and I like cake, so yeah, I'm all for it. I'll get Debbie making it and I'll have a good go at that.
I don't mind baking when I've got the time. I also mentioned about some blackberries that were just outside and we didn't know what they were. Somebody has actually said that they're nightshade berries, so that they're poisonous. So we need to get those removed.
Yeah, we've got 2 dogs. We don't want them eating anything like that.
No.
So yeah, I mean, we're going to take some of that shed down anyway, what they're in front of, when we go or next time we go. So yeah, that'll come out at the same time. I
think we'll have to remove that. I don't think we'll get the sheds out next time we go.
No, possibly not. Anyway.
Yeah. But we'll get
but
those
the plant will be out.
Yeah. And somebody's put, you can use the cart. There's a lovely cart, I don't know if you remember seeing it, inside one of the covered part of the barn.
My project.
Oh, it's lovely. Oh, it will be. You can use that, they've put, to remove the brush and trash. Use it as a giant wheelbarrow.
Yeah, it's not quite in the state to use as a wheelbarrow. And it'll be a long time till it is really. It's really basically a frame, but it's, you know, if and when we get the house finished,
we will get the house finished. We better.
It's a project for me. You know, when we've got bits of gardening to do and things like that, and we want to break from that, I'll go and have a fiddle with that or something. You know, if we've got the time. So that's my idea with that. I'd like to put like a little bed on it, you know, so it's got like...
what, so you can go to sleep?
No, not that sort of bed, you know. Flat bed, or even a little cart sort of with a 4 sort of...
With the sides and
the back. Yeah, with the sides and a back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, that's my idea at the moment, but long way off.
So the next question is from a guy who comments quite regularly. I don't know if you want me to mention your name, so I won't this time. He's put, you have your work cut out for sure. Please make sure that you wear a respiratory mask, because there's all kinds of nasties in the hay when you're moving the hay and the straw, and you don't want to get it on your lungs. As 1 or 2 of you'll know, Steve does have some chest problems anyway, so we are hoping that we can get somebody local who will come and empty the barns for us.
Yeah.
But again, language is a bit of a barrier at the moment. We don't know how to find somebody who could do that.
Yeah, I aren't so bothered about the work moving it. It's more the dust. You know,
breathing.
even dust masks, that makes it difficult for me to breathe. So obviously, I'm going to have to wear a dust mask if I'm doing it, and then without a dust mask, no.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
So we could do with some help doing that, which we will be trying to sort as soon as possible, because there is some straw up against walls and things, which
it's not going to help the damp
not helping
situation.
damp in the house, because there is some, as you've probably seen in the bedrooms. So yeah, sooner we can get that removed, the better. So that's one thing we'll be looking into next time.
And our number 1 commenter commented again on make sure that you reuse the tiles when you take them off the roof. Well, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you've probably seen there's a bit of barn what's got a bit of tin on it, what's held down with some bricks, and there's some bits of asbestos, concrete-y type panels. Would like to remove them at some point in the future. Whether we'll use the tiles on that or whether we'll use them on the house, I ain't dead certain. It depends how many there is and what sort of area we've got to do. But yeah, we do intend to use as much as possible of tiles, anything really, you know,
we can repurpose.
Yeah, anything we can repurpose. I mean, you've probably seen there's a lot of furniture which we've thrown out, which is full of woodworm. We don't think we can repurpose that, so...
Yeah, that was another comment from somebody else. Yeah, it was about repurposing the furniture and the utensils and maybe taking them to an antique shop. But like Steve says, the furniture's absolutely full of woodworm, and the chairs and things were just too far gone to start cleaning or anything. The utensils, well, we'll have a sort through those and see if we can recycle them somewhere.
Yeah, bit of cloud about, but that'll keep us a bit of cloud cover. Yeah, we've cleared a few bits. Bottles of water on there because we're going through water like nothing. At the moment we don't know whether the boreholes clean and safe to use, so we're using bottled water. So yeah, we're just topping the little ones up out the big one, and then using them as we go. They're easier to carry around. Our hot water system is actually this. We stand it in the sun, leave it, well, until we need it. At least it's not freezing cold when it comes in. We've had sort of showers of it, pour it all over us. We've had the goats back down on the land this morning, which was quite good, but they seem to have been taken in when the rain came, quite heavy. So, and my next job is going to be removing some cupboards in the kitchen while I'm in my really scruff stuff. So these wall cupboards are coming out, which, yeah, they're minging, but not half as minging as this. I mean, that is, yeah, that's going to be fun. And it's all the shelves, all the walls, all black, horrible. Cobwebs and all sorts, bits of metal hangers, and yeah, it's just a blooming state. So my next job is just get all the big bits down, and then we'll see what we've got after and get all the rubbish out of the way. So I'm just taking these cupboards down. I've taken the doors off. I didn't use the hammer, I did undo them. But when I've come to take the cupboards down, this is the size of these sort of bolts what are holding them on to the wall. I don't think they were going to go far with them on. So I've just been pulling on these bolts, trying to get them out of the wall. They're absolutely rock solid. I thought they were some sort of roll plug, you know, the type where you thread, you put a nut on and they spread the bottom of it. So I tried tapping them a bit, weren't doing anything. So I tapped one a bit harder and it went. They actually come through from the other side. Quite a big bolt, really, you know. It's been welded in the middle. It must be for a good 10 inches long at least. Yeah. We have some strange ideas sometimes. But the work that's gone into putting these together, they're like washers, brazed on, a nail cut down and braced. I don't know why that's happening. My camera just seems to have gone all blurry. And then threaded rod all the way down. Quite a good thing, really. But talk about over-engineered. Good morning. We've come to Brickamash this morning to get some more supplies. We've run out of stuff and we also need some paint and such like. Been before but didn't do any video or anything. It seems to be quite a big place and of course you always forget stuff, so we're just going to have another wander around and see what we can find. So we'll see if we can show you inside. It depends how many people are kicking about and, you know, whether people like us doing it or whatever. So we'll try and do a little bit of video and show you inside. So I'll set it going again when we get going. Where we've come to eat, it's just above Intermarsh in Cavilla. I think I'm saying that right. Nice place by the look of it. We haven't had our meal yet. As I say, we've got some nice lemon juice and what have you. There's quite a lot of people coming in now because it's just lunchtime. But near the entrance there's quite a lot of fish in an aquarium. I'll show you those in a moment. So as I said, there's quite a lot of fish in the aquarium as you come up the stairs. It's just above Intermarsh, or Intermarché, I'm not quite sure how they pronounce it. There's a couple of fish there, I don't know whether they are, but that one looks a bit piranha-ish to me. Yeah, but yeah, quite an interesting place to have fish. Debbie's just talking to our daughter on the texting our daughter just to let her know where we are. So this is what we're having for our lunch. It's beef. Looks like it's got either tomatoes or peppers in it. I hope it's not tomato because I don't like tomato. Olives. I have seen some green peppers in there, so I'm hoping it's all peppers.
Might be a bit of courgette as well.
Yeah, could be courgette as well. And obviously it comes with rice. So we'll see how that is, and we'll let you know. It's just been and brought us some. I've eaten half of them actually because they're so nice. Brought us some. Well, I thought they were crisps, but they're actually like chips, bit thicker than crisps. Potato and hot, very nice. And I'd gone for a whole plate full of them actually. So we're back at home now, and I said I'd tell you about the meal, which I didn't while we were there, but it was very nice. Debbie liked hers as well. We got the drink with it, which we showed you, was just lemon juice. It was lovely, nice and refreshing. It was €9 each, and well worth going if you're in that area. We went to brickamash. We got a few bits and bobs, which I'll show you in a second, and then we went into mash, whichever way you pronounce it, just for a few odds and ends for meal when we come home. So I'll keep you up to date with other things as we go. But we did buy one or two bits. We got some paint, some sealer, a caulking gun, some paint and some rollers. I also got myself a wheelbarrow for taking the rubbish out, which will come in handy, but we've still got quite a lot of cleaning up to do before we even start painting, but it was just that we were on our way out anyway. So yeah, there's my wheelbarrow, nice new one. It won't stay like that way for long, I don't think, but that was today's little trip.
Somebody spoke there would be, from a personal perspective, they would be looking at putting a window in the bedrooms. Yeah, absolutely, because not just for light, but obviously risk of fire. You need to be able to escape. So not really had a proper look at the structure yet of how we can do that, but I don't know whether Ellie Rosie's roof on hers is low enough that you could put a Velux in, or... Yeah, but that's a possibility. The bedrooms are actually onto the back of the house, which is onto the track as well. There is some bands there, so the walls are set back into the bands, the house walls, sorry. We don't know what we're doing with those bands at the moment, so even if we put a window in, they'd still be inside the building at the moment. I'm not sure whether we ought to take those down though, or just leave them as a cover. Yeah, leave them as like a lean-to. Yeah, and then you'll be able to see straight through to the fields. Yeah, yeah. So we have had thoughts about that. We haven't fully planned everything out yet. We'll be doing bits and bobs on, planning bits and bobs as we go. We do need to start thinking about having a plan of what the end result's going to be. Rather than temporary bits, but that'll come in future as we sort of look a bit more into it, as we get living there. Well, they do say, don't they, live in a place before you change it? Yeah, certainly before you change it in a major way. Yeah, so and then you get to know what you want. I mean, we know that we're going to have to bring the plumbing from the bathroom to the house, from the outside bathroom to the house. We've got an idea of where that's going to go. Yeah. But it's all these smaller things like the patio, and I'd like a nice outdoor kitchen and a plunge pool and things like that. All that needs to be planned out where it's going to go. Yeah, and they've all got to be done in an order as well, because if we put the patio in now, we'd have it to dig up to put the pipes in for the bathroom. So, obviously moving the bathroom is going to be a sort of priority in major jobs. Tidying it up, tidying the house up, well, we'll just mill round and do bits and bobs as we go. There's a few bits like the ceiling in the kitchen has like concrete joists
and then in between on one part it's just like branches which run across, or they might even be metal poles, but I think they're branches of some sort. We need to take them out and fill the hole in, so I need to get some of them blocks what sit into them beams. I don't know what they're called, I don't know where to get them from, so if you'd like to let me know, that's great. But yeah, I want to fill that in so that we've got more or less a solid seal in there instead of a hole through to the loft. I haven't even been in the loft. I've stuck my head in. I do know it needs clearing out up there.
I definitely won't be going up there, size of them spiders.
I was going to say there's a lot of spiders and things just as you go up the entrance. Yeah, you know, so things like that, you know, the smaller jobs we'll be doing straight away, or as and when. The bigger jobs, I'm still considering whether we're going to take the roof off, fully insulate it from there, or to do it from the inside, as we've seen one of the Destino Portugal do. Yeah. He's quite interesting, some of the things that he does. It's worth a look at. So, yeah.
Then we've got, how long did the drive take to Portugal? Well, we're in the northeast, aren't we?
Yeah. We're North Yorkshire, top end of it. It took us round about 2.5 days in total. We used the Channel Tunnel, and on the way there we used the toll roads all the way through.
We soon learnt our lesson on that one.
We had 2 stop-offs on a night in Ayres. Yeah, so it took us 2.5 days doing it that way. On the way back, to be honest, it wasn't a great deal longer. We still had 2 stop-offs.
Yeah.
We did them on sites, caravan sites, which were peanuts really, 10 euros a night. Yeah.
Well, I think one was 8 and one was 12, so yeah. About 10 euros a night each.
Which give us decent showers,
yeah.
You know, electric if we'd have wanted it. Yeah, proper toilets, facilities and what have you. So we think it's better that way, and we didn't use the toll roads on the way back. I think we used one for about 40 kilometres, something like that.
But it weren't that dear,
It weren't dearer, that was in Spain as well, so they were a lot cheaper there.
And it didn't make much difference to the journey, did it?
I think it made about 2 hours, something like that, you know, which people were saying it took a lot longer, but I didn't find it.
But we did save about 200 euros on the tolls.
Yeah.
So it was worth it.
So it was well worth it, you know, £20 on campsite, 20 euros on campsite as opposed to 200 in travel on roads, you know, what you're doing anyway. Yeah, no contest. Okay, as I was going to say was thank you to all our subscribers.
Oh, yes.
Please keep watching and keep hitting the bell.
Hitting the notification bell.
Yeah.
And we've nearly reached, we're getting on for 1,000 subscribers, so absolutely overjoyed.
Brilliant, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, thank you to everybody who subscribed. Massive thank you to you. And your comments, we love to read them. Yeah, it's really good to sort of read people's comments and know that people are as interested in this sort of thing as what we are.
Yeah, we tend to watch just about everyone what's on, from Cindy to indie projects.
Oh, indie projects.
Yeah, and just about everybody in between.
Portuguese Homestead, our Portuguese Homestead.
Yeah, we like that.
Yeah, we like those, yeah.
OK Portugal, obviously. And one of the new ones we've started, Portugal Project, I think it is. Project Portugal, sorry. No, you know, I don't know which one it is, so I'll forget that.